Hey guys, for cheap games and Xbox Live codes, please visit the link in the description below to cdkeys.com.
Hey guys, it's Pure Venom here. Going to be bringing you the overview video of the upgraded desktop here for Unicron 2.0. So the parts are over to my right, so we're just going to talk about them and let you take a look and see what I purchased and bought for the upgrade. So we're going to start with the smaller boxes and then go to the bigger boxes here. So currently right now I have the 960 Pro from Samsung. It is their newest NVMe solid state hard drive. It is actually the fastest you can get your hands on. It's actually a really easy to install Windows on it. Also, I actually just copied over my OS. I know you're not supposed to do that, but for the time for this video, I needed to do that just so I could edit out this video here. I typically get right around 3,000 to 3,200 reads, and then on the right side of things I get about 18 to 1900, so very close to what they spec'd out for the 3500 by the 2100. It does have a 5-year limited warranty on there, or I think it's a 400 terabyte write endurance to it, so whatever comes first. I'll tell you, I'll probably never hit 400 terabytes. That's a lot of storage since I have the server NAS now, but the thing is, it's just a 512. You can get these up to 2 terabytes. I think these go for about $329 at Micro Center right now. I believe we're the cheapest you can get on these at the moment. But really a nice drive, very quick. The system's very responsive. I absolutely love it. Things actually open fairly quickly, and I will tell you, Adobe Premiere, stupid fast on the loading times. So we will also have a video of the old machine to the new computer. That video is going to be on just rendering real-time video footage. I believe it's the Surface contest video that I used. Currently right now I do have the system overclocked to 4.4 gigahertz. So then for the processor, we went with the 6850K because that's what Intel had on their list for me to purchase from them. So I bought this guy here directly from Intel. It took them about 2 weeks for them to get the order through, and then another week or two for them to ship it. So very quick, very fast. I do appreciate it. Now, Intel, you could have given me a better processor out of the deal. I did not get a very good bin one. Pretty much with mine, I haven't looked up the bin number yet, but I hit 4.4 gigahertz at 1.34 volts. A couple of the guys at work that I know currently at the moment have hit, I think it's like 4.5 on 1.3 volts. So some guys got better bin chips than what I got. But very nice processor. Temps anywhere between about 55 to 70 C. That's from the stress testing that I did with IDA 64. Now once again, IDA 64, since I'm running an older version of it, it has no frickin' clue on what I'm actually using, besides it says 6850K, and temperature wise I can't clock the temps, so I had to download, I think, real temp. Not exactly sure, I can't remember off the top of my head, but definitely an upgrade from the 2011 socket from what I can see so far. For the RAM, now yes, these are empty packages. I went with Crucial Ballistics. It's their, I believe it's their Ballistic Sport 2400 speed. I'd prefer to have better overclocks on the CPU than I would on my RAM. So since the RAM, I should say, since the memory controller on the processor is 2400 speed, I just went with 2400, real simple memory. It is in white, so it does go with the white, black, and orange theme that I do have in the case. Now I just got to get a chair that it matches that. Working on that. After that, we went with the Gigabyte Phoenix motherboard. One of the nicer boards you can actually get your hands on currently. Of course, there's nothing in here besides, you know, a black box, because I already have the motherboard thrown into the case. Now, the only gripe that I do have with this board is the overclocking on it was really weird. I actually had to go through Gigabyte's Windows utility to make it work. So I don't know what was going on. I'm in talks with Gigabyte right now to see what the heck was going on with my CPU ratios, because when I would enter it in, it just would not allow me to enter the values. But this does have the Intel wireless NIC plus Bluetooth. I believe it's the 8260 or something like that. All I know is it's a dual band one. So it's one of their top tiered wireless cards. It does run dual Ethernet. I believe it's what is it? Dual Ethernet, 1 gig NICs from Intel. I had to install those drivers, so I'm trying to remember everything. One of the big things is with Gigabyte motherboards on the X99 platform. They do come with Thunderbolt already pre-done on them, with USB 3.1 and USB 3 on the back of the motherboard. Outside of that, you do get the RGB lighting and also the RGB header. I'm not using that right now since I have my cable mods. Cables already all hooked up nice and tidy. Didn't decide to rip that a sucker apart and go put it on the motherboard. Also, everything does have the armored connections, so armored RAM slots, armored PCIe slots. Makes it for more durability for the drives themselves. I should say not drives, but for the heavier graphics cards that we're starting to see. Also for RAM, it really doesn't do anything besides isolate noise, so you don't have to worry about, you know, crosstalk with anything on the motherboard. This does have a U.2 connection and also one NVMe, or I should say one PCIe 4X lane for your NVMe or SATA hard drives. I believe that's everything that we can talk about for the motherboard. It does have a audio Realtek driver on there for the audio. I don't know exactly how good it is. I just use my Astro Mix amp for everything, so I didn't even waste my time to install the audio drivers. But yeah, and also the fan controller software that they have, very good. I really do appreciate Gigabyte for finally getting something taken care of on that software side of things with it. Now, everybody knows that I bought the Predator a while back. The reason why I have it back out again is because my Predator leaked. I actually dealt with 2 additional leakages from right out of the box from Micro Center. So I had to get some sent up from Columbus to verify that those were okay. So I got this one here. Seems to everything's been okay. So I hooked up my Titan again. The Titan did get a little bit of water, I should say, coolant damage to it. It's just the SLI finger, so I had to go get myself wonderful contact cleaner to try to clean up as much as I can. So it looks a lot better than what it used to be. But the cooler, absolutely amazing. Still would recommend it. It's definitely something I always recommend to my customers. Don't mind my lav mic. I should probably fix that so it's not all over the package, but oh well. Also, with the expandability to throw up on the Titan, I actually got a little bit better overclock on the Titan than I did on my original build. I don't know if that's because of the motherboard or because of the chipset change. So I get on my Titan right now about 42C at max load at 1.25 volts. That's whatever voltage that maxes out for the Titan. And then also I get for my, I believe it's 1487 for my the megahertz, and then I have 150 RAM overclock. So I think I teeter right around 72 or 74 gigabytes per second for the RAM side of things. But temps are really in line, and this guy's actually doing a really good job of keeping my 6850K cold, even though that I have to bump it up to 1.34 volts. So, but Unicron's all built. It will be actually editing its first video, and this will be its first video that it will edit. I'm real excited because I personally haven't had to upgrade my machine for quite some time. It's been about 4 years the last time I upgraded, and that was on the X79 platform. So this is going to be a huge step up. Hopefully I see some performance differences, at least in the rendering times. If not, no big deal. I was still getting really good render times to begin with. But I do appreciate everybody, and I should say also my subscribers, excuse me, for supporting me through the time that I have with the channel so far. The last 2 years have been great. I'm trying to get as many videos out as I can. This right here is going to give me like 4 or 5 videos, so I do hope that you guys continue to watch, enjoy the videos, and learn something from them. My whole goal is to just have fun with this. It's really not a money thing. I work 2 jobs, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I try to keep everything on the DL for this, and try to help customers out when they need it. So, you know, how do I install this, or how do I do this? But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please hit that like, subscribe button down below. Definitely does help me out. And of course, we're almost at 100 subscribers, so we will be making that video here shortly as soon as I hit 100 subscribers. That is a big milestone in my YouTube channel currently. I started at about 20 2 years ago, and I've moved up from there since. I do appreciate all the support and everything that you guys have given me. Peace out, guys.